Recruiting Roundup, powered by Rock and Refuel Varsity. Scout.com's Jason Jewell. I'm Jared Cohen. We have reached our final group that we want to spotlight heading into the 2015 season, and that's the special teams guy. And Jason, let's start with the kickers. There's a handful of very solid ones from around the state. Let's get into some of these kickers.
Yeah, go to Ahwatukee. You look at Connor Colt from Desert Vista. He's the only kicker in the state that currently has a Division I offer and has one from Army. First team all-section performer as a junior.
Let's go over to Cienega down south. They've got a kicker that can really boot it.
Yeah, Jacob Meeker Hackett. He hit from 51 last year, was second team all-conference as a junior, but as a sophomore was an all-state performer. A guy that, these kickers, they're underrated, very, very dangerous. If you can have a guy that can kick kickoffs into the end zone, that's huge for a team.
Yeah, you don't think about the kickoffs. You normally just think about the field goals, but kickoffs are a huge part of it as well. Agua
Yeah, you got Griffin Roller, a guy that's played quarterback for them, talking to Tony Clough, the head coach out of Agua Fria, saying that Griffin is very, very high on Cal's radar, and he could receive an offer from the Bears.
And finally, we didn't know if he was going to be playing in state. There was talks of him heading out to Las Vegas and Bishop Gorman, but Brandon Ruiz at Williams Field looks to be back, and if he is, he's one of the top kickers in the state.
Yeah, his brother was the kicker there last year, and now he's going to get a chance to show what he can do. He's ranked by Chris Taylor Kicking as one of the top kickers in the country for that age group. He's a guy who got a bazooka foot. He'll kick in the end zone almost every kickoff.
Bazooka foot. I love that. Those are the kickers. Those are the guys that are booting it. But how about the guys that are catching those kicks? Let's talk about some returners.
You got Tavian Patrick out at Desert Ridge. Obviously he's got speed. You look at what he did last year in his first season running track. He made the finals in the Division 100 meters last year. He has an early offer from Air Force. Plays receiver also for the Jaguars, but Desert Ridge likes to run that football, so he's been kind of limited offensively what he can do, but he's very special and dynamic in the return game.
So that's from the Southeast Valley. How about the Northwest Valley?
Yeah, guy, dynamic return man, Alex Jackson, fantastic receiver, but you saw what he was able to do in that state championship game against Centennial. He's just dangerous when he gets his hands on the ball out in the open field.
Finally, Jason, there has been somewhat of a tradition of long snappers coming from Arizona that have gone on to play on Saturdays. There's a new group of guys going into the 2015 season that we have on our radar.
Yeah, you look at the top-rated long snapper in the state. Turner Bernard at Mountain Ridge High School is the only current player with a Division I scholarship offer. Has one from the University of Utah. His father, Ben Bernard's kind of the snapping guru, throughout the state. Obviously, he taught his son very, very well. He's a very highly ranked and highly regarded player. Then back at Desert Ridge, they have another good special teamer in Adam Bay, going to be a junior, very good long snapper as well. That's highly regarded as well nationally. And then Donald Ryder at Brophy High School, going to be a senior, was recently offered a spot to walk on at the University of Arizona.
So that concludes our 2015 position spotlight, but we're not done getting ready for 2015. The tradition of doing the daily dozens as camps are going on are coming up real soon, so make sure you watch out for those. Until then, Jason Jewell, Jared Cohen, this is the Recruiting Roundup, powered by Rock and Refuel Varsity.